forgot all about Buddy. We got a school counselor who is accused of touching, feeling, molesting a 13-year-old child.
The school counselor accused of molesting a 13-year-old student made his first appearance in court today. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. Connor Chenove, who was working for the Vista Unified School District, was arrested last week after the girl's mother says she found them together in the backseat of a car.
CBS 8's Steve Price joins us live from the Vista Courthouse with new details. Steve.
The girl mother found her daughter and the counselor in the backseat at a park, in parking lot, together.
And Carlo and Marcelo, we learned a lot of new information in court today, including that the 13-year-old girl attends school at the same campus where Chenove is a counselor, and that apparently they set up their meeting earlier on social media.
They set their meeting up earlier, so she was in communication with Buddy. So she wasn't forced. She was in communication.
Here's what else we heard in court today.
We wish to honor plea of not guilty at this time.
27-year-old Connor Chenove faces 4 felony charges, including 2 counts of committing a lewd and lascivious act on a child under 14.
The victim in this case is a 13-year-old female.
Deputy District Attorney Jessica Stair says it happened November 18th at Guahomie Lake Park in Oceanside. The girl's mother, using a tracking app, found her daughter in the back seat of Chenove's car.
Now, why would you have to track your daughter? Why would you have to find your daughter? Is your daughter used to running away? Is your daughter used to not being where the daughter is supposed to be? So the mama had to find her daughter on a tracking app. Why would you even think to even track your daughter? Huh? Come on.
When she opened the door, she found that the defendant had his pants down.
Stair says the teen admitted kissing Chenove and touching him below the waist.
The teen admitted kissing him and touching him below the waist. So it sounds like the teen was finessing. It sounds like the teen was, what is that word called? Manipulating, coercing. That's what it sounds like the teen was doing to the counselor.
She says Chenove is a counselor at the victim's school and that the two set up the meeting at the park over social media.
You are ordered to remain at all times 100 yards away from her and her home and her work and her vehicle and her school. You understand?
You ought to remain 100 feet away. They say yards or feet. Which one is further? Hell, she was grooming him, seducing him. That's what it seemed like to me. But look.
At the park over social media.
You are ordered to remain at all times 100 yards away.
100 yards away, so like a football field. How the hell can you remain 100 yards away from anybody? Because you cannot control where like the other person go. But anyway, watch it.
From her and her home and her work.
Her and her home and her work. Didn't y'all just tell us that she's 13? So where she work at?
And her vehicle and her school. You understand?
Chenove, who also worked as a girls' water polo coach in the North County and as a lifeguard in Carlsbad, is currently in custody. His bail was initially set at $1 million, but his attorney, arguing that Chenove has no previous criminal history, asked for that to be lowered. The deputy district attorney disagreed.
We do believe that this defendant poses a safety risk and are asking the court to keep bail as set.
A safety risk to who if y'all only found that he was trying to get at, or he's only been with the 13-year-old? So a threat to who? The 13-year-old?
Judge asked if there are any other alleged victims at this time, and when the deputy district attorney said no, he agreed to lower Chenove's bail to $325,000.
He agreed to lower that thing because it's his first defense. He ain't never hurt nobody. He has never done anything like this, and or he have never been caught doing anything like this. And you can get your bond lower if you have never been caught while doing your crime. Yes, he is a MAP. He falls under MAP, minor attracted person out here. She say she work at the strip club here. She probably do.
But with conditions, including Chenove wearing a GPS tracking monitor, not going on school grounds, and staying at least 15 feet away from anyone under 18 years old.
How is that possible? How is it possible to stay 15 feet away from somebody who's under 18 years old? How the hell does that work? Say it again.
anyone under 18 years old. He agreed to lower Chinov's bail to $325,000, but with conditions, including Chinov wearing a GPS tracking monitor, not going on school grounds, and staying at least 15 feet away from anyone under 18 years old.
That's impossible. It's impossible to stay away from. So, well, no, it is not impossible. That just means that he has to stay in his home. But then, if he does not live in a home, no, he can only stay 15 feet away from anybody that's under 18 if he stays in a house, in a home, home, a single family home. If he stay in an apartment, a duplex, damn it, there's no way possible for him to stay 15 feet away, because even if he stays in his apartment, he have neighbors both sides, top of him, and possibly the bottom. So it's impossible to stay them 15 feet away. He said our daughter worked at Six Flags when she was in high school, and she complained about the bees.
And I reached out to the city of Carlsbad to see if Chinov is still employed as a lifeguard with them. They told me that he actually hasn't worked for them since 2022. I also reached out to the water polo club that he's affiliated with, Carlo and Marcella, but they have not gotten back to me yet with his status.
Steve, this has got to be upsetting to a lot of parents to hear this story.
It's actually not upsetting. It's really not upsetting. The 13-year-old decided to do what the 13-year-old wanted to do. Period, point blank.
And Chinov is accused of very serious crimes. You mentioned he's charged with 4 felony counts. If convicted, how much time?
They all the same. Damn it, they all the same account. Lewd and lascivious. Ooh, lewd and lascivious. It's not like it's murder, right? It's just lewd and lascivious.
Could he face behind bars?
Carlo, his exposure, if convicted on everything, is 12 years. And I should add that the prosecutor in this case is asking for parents to talk to their kids to see if there could be any more victims out there. At this point, the judge making it clear they don't know of any, but they're not sure. So they are asking for parents to have conversations with their children.
We'll see if anything more comes to light. Steve Price reporting live for us. Thanks, Steve.
That's what's up. Listen, buddy, fella, player, just don't talk. Allow your lawyer to talk. Allow your lawyer to talk. I wonder, what did the mother do when she walked up on the vehicle and opened up the door and saw him with his pants down? So that means that she saw that meat. I wonder, what did she do? And who was she with? Was she by herself? Was this the first time that she had to track her daughter down using the the tracking thing on her phone or something like that? Is this her first time that her child done left home? But we'll never blame the child, because the child has no idea what the child is doing. The child does not understand the severity of all that bullshit that they be trying to tell us. But again, that same child can become a whole mama, and you can't stop them. You can stop them from having sexual relations with an adult, but you can't stop them from producing a child. You can't stop them from having a child. And you can't stop them from having an abortion. You can't stop them from keeping it, and you can't stop them from killing it. But you can put a stop to them for having sex with adults. Got it. This will continue to happen. Like I always try to tell y'all, in case you're new around here, this is what we say, or what I say. This will continue to happen until we start to charge the children for breaking the law, because it is a law. So you cannot break the law. It's a murder law. Once the kids break the murder law, guess what we do as a people? We charge them as adults. Wow. Oh, but remember, they don't know what they be doing because they 13 and stuff and 14 and stuff. They have no idea what they are doing. Then why would we ever charge them as an adult when they commit murder? See, we play too much. And us as a people, we never challenge it on like a mass scale. Like we just never do. Shout out to Memphis King for the $1 Rumble rant. You say, why are we giving so much time for natural instincts and actions and allow women to get off with little to no repercussions? Facts. I like that. Why are we giving so much time for natural instincts? Because it is natural. You may not agree with the ages, but it is natural. Even according to your book. Moving right along.